Kilo Alpha 4, Zulu, Zulu, Zulu.
Is that Zulu, Zulu, Zulu?
In the city of Commerce.
Is that Zulu, Zulu, Zulu?
55-foot ground mounted vertical. Go ahead.
That KA4ZZZ. KA4ZZZ. This is KC9VKV. What's the name there?
4ZZZ. This is KC9VKV. What's the name there?
Kilo Alpha 4 Zebra Zebra Zebra. Do you copy KC9VKV?
4 Zebra Zebra Zebra. Do you copy KC9VKV?
Yeah, hey, hang on a minute here. Let me turn on some power. You'll be able to hear me a little bit better. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Is that a little bit better right there?
Yes, sir. A lot. So who we got there?
Yes, sir. A lot. So who we got there?
Okay, the name is David, and I'm located down in the city of Commerce. And I'm on a 55-foot vertical. It looks like the power output is right at about 300. Go ahead.
Okay, David, and what state are you in there?
Okay, David, and what state are you in there?
I'm in the state of Georgia.
Alrighty, and what radio are you running?
Georgia.
Alrighty, and what radio are you running?
I'm on an Icon 7300.
Alrighty, David, if you'd be interested in our setup procedure, starts with you verifying that you're in that 100 to 2900 wide transmit bandpass mode. 100 to 2900, roger, roger.
100 to 2900, roger, roger.
Roger, roger, I'm there.
Alrighty, then move to your compressor on and add a 3. Compression on and add a 3.
On and add a 3. Compression on and add a 3.
Okay, that's on at 3.
Yes, sir. Now move to your ALC with mic gain in hand. And as you say the magic word audio, don't stress it. Just say it. Stretch the part out and then adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is running 2/3. 2/3 on your ALC meter by way of mic gain manipulation as you say the magic word audio.
Mic gain manipulation as you say the magic word audio.
Okay, here we go. Audio. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio. Okay, that mic gain's about 28%.
Yes, sir. The important thing is the ALC be running at that 2/3 scale on the meter, roger?
That 2/3 scale on the meter, roger?
Roger, roger. 1, 2. Audio. 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 Audio.
Looks pretty good here.
2/3 right there, close to it.
Looks pretty good here.
All right, let's move to your equalizer page. Let's move to your equalizer page now, roger.
Equalizer page. Let's move to your equalizer page now, roger.
Okay, hang on 1 second. Okay, I'm there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Should be there. Go ahead.
Alrighty, and what's your treble EQ setting right now?
And what's your treble EQ setting right now?
Treble sitting at +5.
Alrighty, again, please tell me the best thing you like about your 7300 in about 10 or 15 seconds, and let me listen to you.
7300 in about 10 or 15 seconds, and let me listen to you.
Oh, okay. It's a pretty versatile radio. I spent a lot of time on digital. This will be good getting this thing together.
There we go. David, I had a little technical thing I had to take care of there. Was copying you fairly well. Now, I'm monitoring you on a Georgia SDR, but I did have a little bit of fading, so I don't know exactly how far you might be away from this SDR, but I am copying you best on that Georgia SDR. It sounds like your EQ curves is pretty good. I just want to find out a little bit more, if I can hear you, maybe conditions be just better this time, and find out if we need to do anything on the baseline. I think it's pretty good, but I want to hear you just a little bit more, Roger.
On the baseline, I think it's pretty good, but I want to hear you just a little bit more, Roger.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good. I'm also, with this ICOM, I'm running a PTRX to see it on my computer screen, FDR player, to see it on my computer screen. And that is really nice because I can just move it all around and never really have to dial up the radio.
Yes, sir, David. Okay, what are you running on your bass EQ right at the moment?
David, okay, what are you running on your bass EQ right at the moment?
Okay, the bass is on 3.
+3?
No, correction. The bass is on -3.
+3?
-3.
-3. Okay, make it a negative. Bring it up to 0, plus or minus 0. It's flat. And let me hear you flat. Roger, Roger?
-0. It's flat. And let me hear you flat. Roger, Roger?
Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, gas at 0. Testing 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. The cow jumped over the moon and the dish ran away with the spoon.
Roger, Roger. You were about 7 over Georgia SDR's noise level. Now you're about 3, so I don't have as good a copy on you as I did just a moment ago, but I think you were a little shy on the bottom end there. I think flat may be the place to be. I would like a little more top end, but you're out of EQ on the top end. Let's see. What I would suggest maybe is that you pull back off mic about 1 inch further back off mic than where you were, and let's see if we can get a little bit better top end. So that'll be 1 inch further back off mic than you normally run, and let me hear you.
Further back off mic than you normally run, and let me hear you.
Okay. That's about 1 inch back. I see the power's going up a little bit more, so maybe that helps. Let me see how far back I am, actually. Probably about, I'm probably about 4 inches back from it right now. Go ahead.
Roger, Roger. So that would mean that you're normally running at about 3 inches back off mic. Is that a Roger?
Running at about 3 inches back off mic. Is that a Roger?
Yeah, close. I mean, you know how it is when you're talking on the radio, but it's actually about where I'm running it right now is where I'm usually at.
All right, David, what I want you to do now is go back to your ALC and double-check your level where you were just a moment ago as far as working that mic. It does sound better. You're a little bit further off mic, but I want to get your audio level up if we need to. So double-check your ALC level now at that new mic level setting or position.
Now, at that new mic level setting or position.
Okay. The cow jumped over the moon, and the dish ran away with the spoon. And hold on a minute here. I've turned my mic gain down to about 31% now, and I'm running about 2/3 on the ALC right now. So I did turn the mic gain down about a notch. It was at 33, and I went down to 31.
Alrighty, I think it's as long as the main thing is that your ALC is running 2/3. It doesn't really make any difference, or it does make a difference, but the mic gain setting is not the important part. The important part is the how it affects the ALC, and we want that mic level to be at 2/3. You know, as you do that audio set on your ALC with your mic gain control.
Set on your ALC with your mic gain control.
Okay. Audio. Oh, my. I'm down to 25% now, my gain.
Roger. Okay. Well, the thing is, don't stress that word audio. It's you say it just as you would say any other word in a QSO. It's just that you elongate the part to a set level. You're a human signal generator, Roger.
Part to a set level. You're a human signal generator, Roger.
Hey, Roger on that. My RF power in is about 41 watts into the SP200. So. Not driving it really hard there, and just talking just like this right here, it's running right at 2/3.
Roger. Well, that's where we want it. Now, if you need to snug up on your 220, just take your RF up just a tad. But we want that radio to be running ALC at 2/3 and your compressor at 3, and that'll give you a 3 dB dynamic range, and that means your average percent of peak modulation is between 80 and 85%, which is loud, but it's very clean. If you pass that 3 dB point in audio level, then the words start to blur, and so we want to keep it right at 3 dB, which means your words are crystal clear, but they're very loud, Roger.
3 dB, which means your words are crystal clear, but they're very loud, Roger.
Hey, Roger, on that, does this seem to be pretty clear to you right now? I mean, is there anything around the edges that you think need cleaned up or anything like that?
No, it sounds really clean, and that bottom end EQ up at flats sounds nice too, Roger.
EQ up at flats sounds nice too, Roger.
Roger, do you think I should move the EQ up a little bit more?
I don't think you have any more top end. You're on a 7300, so +5 is max on your treble EQ, Roger.
7300, so +5 is max on your treble EQ, Roger.
Yeah, I mean on the bass side, do you think I should move the bass up any, or just leave that just like it is?
Well, I tell you, I would leave it where it is. You're better than where you were, and I'm not a real proponent of heavy bottom ends, because what happens is Mother Nature sometimes has a tendency to bend stuff back, not all at the same place. So sometimes you get half of it bent back at a certain time, and another large piece gets bent back in a little bit later in time, and so when they both come back down and coincide at the receive point, they could be slightly out of phase with each other, and phase cancellation starts at the top end of the audio spectrum and works its way down. So the first thing to go in your audio is your top end, and so then you're left, if you have a heavy bass line, then you're left with just Mr. Mumbles and Bumbles, Roger.
Line, then you're left with just Mr. Mumbles and Bumbles, Roger.
Yeah, I don't want to be Mr. Mumble Bumble. Yeah, I want people to be able to understand me when I'm chatting with them. That's for sure.
Yes, sir. We can always take you down there, but right now I think you're very clear, very clean, and the thing is, there's a lot of adversity facing us on ham radio. There's a lot of times that we are in a less than perfect position. We have somebody 2 kc off our transmit frequency just banging us to death, and then we have lightning storms and all kinds of noise and the can openers, and just a bunch of non-necessary, yeah, but just a bunch of stuff that is competing with our words, and so we want to keep our words just as clean as possible, that even though we might be buried in noise and all these problems, folks can still hear us, but more importantly, they can understand us, Roger.
Can still hear us, but more importantly, they can understand us, Roger.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. You're right on that 100%. I'm about 4 inches away from the microphone right now.
Roger. I would say you could go between 3 and 4, somewhere in there, but I wouldn't come up close on it, because there's a thing called proximity effect, and that means that as you come closer to that mic, you have a bass buildup. And so, I would stay about 3 inches. Right now, you sound really good at about 3 or 4 inches off mic or back from mic, Roger.
Really good at about 3 or 4 inches off mic or back from mic, Roger.
Hey, Roger, on that. It's an ICMBG, just to let you know, the microphone. And I do have the pad on the front to do some filtering there.
Yes, sir. The windscreen. That I suggest that the windscreen for everybody. That foam windscreen just does such a magnificent job. We were on one here, and I'm right up on mic right now, and no plosives or anything, you know. And that's a beautiful thing about those foam windscreens, man. They take all the bad stuff out and just leave the good stuff, Roger.
Take all the bad stuff out and just leave the good stuff, Roger.
Yeah, I know. I was talking to one operator one time without the screen on there, and he goes, if you have a wind screen, go ahead and put that back on the microphone. So, yeah, it definitely does help, for sure.
Yes, sir. So I've heard some stations that they're QRMing themselves. They have more mouth noise than they do actual words, and it's really unfortunate because, well, you know, I guess they never have a chance to listen to themselves or have any concept of what's really going out on the air, Roger.
Have any concept of what's really going out on the air, Roger?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You're right about that. And I see crazy signals around the band all the time. Okay, if it sounds good, I'll fine clear with you. I know that there's probably somebody else out there that definitely needs your radio help.
Roger, David. Well, your 3 dB dynamic range really look good on the meter here. I'm looking at your audio on a VU meter. For it'll tell me what your dynamic range is. So the more the meter hangs, the fatter you are. So you're right at 3 dB, which is about as fat as you can get before, you know, if you pushed it harder, your words would start to blur, and we don't want that. And I'm also running on a spectrum analyzer, which is looking at the output of your audio and my audio, matter of fact. So again, if you would like to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 2,300 Qso-Vlog air check recordings, and I'll have it uploaded by tomorrow around noontime. Roger?
And I'll have it uploaded by tomorrow around noontime. Roger?
Hey, Roger on that. Hey, that sounds really great. And I really appreciate your help there. People will be able to hear me a little bit better now. and the main thing, too, the other thing, too, I want to make sure I stay within 3 kilohertz. I've seen stations outside running 4 kilohertz and whatnot, but I don't think it's really needed. And besides, I can't do that on a 7300 anyway.
Roger, well, that's when we suggest 100 to 2900. That's called wide, and that's where we want to be. We want to maximize the performance capability of the radio, and that 100 to 2900 is the best performance rating that you can run it, and hopefully, you know, it will not be causing a problem. I have not heard it be causing a problem, so, and that would be the best way to run that radio, because what happens is when you start in those lesser modes, other than 100 to 2900, you start chopping off the top end of your audio, and that is where the intelligibility is. So we want to run that radio at 100 to 2900 transmit bandpass. Roger?
Radio at 100 to 2900 transmit bandpass. Roger?
Hey, Roger on that. Roger on that. Okay, well, I thank you very much for your help today. I'll be looking forward to hearing the audio, and I'm going to let you grab somebody else. I'm sure there's somebody. Hey, thank you so much, Jim. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir, David, 73 down that way, sir, and you have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend, and if you get a chance, join us next Friday. We'd love to have you. 73. This is KC9VKV, the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.